Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to my new video of education. So in this video I am going to tell you about the chapter 1 of chemistry of class ninth, matters are surrounding. So first let's understand what is matter. So anything which occupies space and has some mass is considered as matter. So this is the definition of matter, and examples are me, you, chair, air, river, etc. So let's go in detail. So what is matter? Matter is a thing which occupies space. Like this is a pen, and it is occupying some space here, and it has some weight. So this is a matter. Like this, and all matters are made up of very small particles, and these particles are known as atoms, molecules, and ions. Okay. And now another thing is that there are three states of matter. First is solid, liquid, and gas. So in solids, the gap between the particle is too less. They are combined too much, and in liquid, the gap are the gap is not that much. Means like not solids, but there is a gap between liquid, and in gas there is so much gap in the particles of gas. So now let's understand properties. Of particles. So first property, particles of matter are very small, and this is clear that particles of matter are so small, like atoms. They are so much small. Particles of matter are moving constantly, and in solids you think that they are combined too much and they are so near, so they will not move. Actually they are vibrating, and every state like solid, liquid, gas, the particle of these three states moves always, or means the particles of these solid, liquid, and gas moves all times. And particle of matter have force of attraction between them. Yes, it is clear. You can see that in this pen you can see that this is a solid, and there is force of attraction in this. And now another property is particles of matter have gap or space between them. This is also clear that particles of matter have gap. As you can see, in gas there is so much gap, and in solid there is so less gap. So now let's move to another page. So now let's understand what is solid. So solid is that matters having fixed shape and volume are considered as solids. For example, stone, wood, pen, ice, etc. Means that solids have fixed shape, like you can see in this pen, it is fixed shape, and it also have fixed volume. So now what are the properties of solids? So first is they have fixed volume, second fixed shape, third can't flow, means like water they can't flow here and there, can't be compressed, we can't compress them because they are solid, and they have high density, can't fill the container completely. They can't fill a container completely because there will be some space left between a container, because they can't fill, means only one state of matter can fill, that is gas. We will discuss about it later. Second is liquid. So these matters are having fixed volume, but they indefinite shape, and these are called liquids, like you can see the definition. For example, milk, water, oil. Now let's understand properties of liquid. They have fixed volume but not definite shape. They can't be compressed much. Density is less than the solid, and they also can't fill a container completely. Means there is a bottle, and in that bottle there is water, but if you mixed sand in that, sand will go inside. So the liquid also can't fill the container completely. So now let's come to the next page. So now let's understand gas. So matter which have indefinite shape and volume too are called gases. For example, air, oxygen, water vapor, etc. Means that gas have not any shape, and they have not fixed volume. Now let's understand properties of gas. They have not fixed volume, not fixed shape, can't flow, hence as fluids, can't be compressed, I mean they can be compressed, like you can see in CNG cylinders and in our home cylinder we compress the gas, and they have less density and they can fill a container completely. Like in cylinder they fill a container completely. You can't do any work in that container, you can't fill anything. Now let's see the differentiate between solid, liquid and gases. Like this question comes too much in the paper, so let's understand this thing too. First is solid, liquid and gas. The force of attraction is maximum in solid, force of attraction is less than solid in liquid, and in gas force of attraction minimum. Like maximum is in solid and in gas they are minimum, and liquid is in medium, like they don't have maximum and not minimum. So second point is minimum or no space between particles, that they have so less space between the particles of solid, and in gas there is so much gap, and in liquid it is already in between. So now let's understand third and fourth. So in third, minimum of movement of particles, that the particles of solid moves too less and the particle of gas moves maximum, and liquid is in medium, like particles move more than solids and less than gas. So our fourth and last is minimum kinetic energy of particles. So let's understand what is kinetic energy. So the energy due to movement of particles is called kinetic energy, like you can see here. This is definition of kinetic energy. Simple, it is a simple definition. And in liquid there is more kinetic energy than solid, and in gas there is the maximum kinetic energy. Like in first point there is maximum in solid, minimum in gas, and on these 3 points the minimum are solid and maximum are gas, and liquid is in medium in every point. Okay, so that's all for today. Let's meet in next lecture. Thank you everyone.